So let's talk about risks and issues. The fundamental part of the project management is managing risks and taking care of the issues. So what is a risk? A risk is something that has not happened, it's in the future, and you are just mitigating that. If it happens, what would you do? So let's take an example. If I was booking a outdoor birthday party, there is a risk that it might start raining, and the mitigation plan would be I would hire a nearby like a cabin, or I would get some umbrellas so that when the rain does come, we are prepared with umbrellas, etc. So it hasn't happened, it is in the future, and then you're mitigating that if it does happen, which becomes an issue, then I would execute the mitigation plan. On the other hand, when a risk does happen, it becomes an issue. When the issue happens, then you have an action plan, which is pretty much what the mitigation plan you suggested, but you're going to now make it in more detail, step by step, how you would resolve this issue. You need to make an idea if this issue is critical, high, medium, or low. So you want to keep an eye out on those critical issues and to make sure that they are taken care of. Otherwise, the project could be jeopardized. You want to give regular updates to stakeholders, because every time you present your report, status report, if you have a status that says yellow, that means cautionary kind of action plan is needed, the project may be derailing, they'll be asking, so what's the issue? And you're going to say, well, we haven't got the server kind of delivered by the vendor as planned, so we are taking care of that. So what are you doing about it? So they're asking you what's the action plan for that issue. So you want to make sure this happens so that the project is kind of completed successfully. If you don't take care of the issues, the project can be in a jeopardy. So we talked about RAID log, and what is a RAID? It's like an Excel spreadsheet with say 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of tabs. Each tab is named as risks, actions, issues, decisions. So you have one kind of Excel spreadsheet or workbook, and you have 4 tabs, each one having these names. This is what we mean by RAID log. Now, there's nothing stopping you having just the risks and issues log, because that's the most important. But having actions, it allows you to say what actions you need to take and what decision did the project make. For example, they decided that they will not have dual screen, they only have single screen, or they decided they're not going to have French, only English. All these decisions needs to be captured and captured somewhere and approved, so that people are aware that these were the decisions made and this is the action item that we took. So just to summarize, the risks, action, issues, decisions is the acronym for RAID. Here's an example of the RAID log. Here you can see that in the actual Excel spreadsheet, you have risks, issues, action, decisions, and the risks kind of tab will look like there's a number of risk number 1, 2, 3, for example, the description of the risk, if it's open, closed, cancelled, whatever, and then the priority of a critical or high or low or medium, and then who are the owners and when did it open, and what's the ETA to have that kind of fixed, and what's the mitigation plan. On the other hand, if of an issue, on the issue tab, it'll have an issue number, it will be description for that. If it's open, what's the priority for that issue, who are the owners, and again, what's the progress, what's the issue. So you put here the log of the progress as things progress to close that issue down. Action, document meeting minutes, you need to put that. And for example, for the decisions, you can say the problem was whether we're going to make dual language or single language, who were the key contacts, what we kind of decided, what were the recommend options, and any approval emails or whatever that you can attach to that.